Good morning, friends. Welcome to your daily oracle wisdom. This is Love Week, so we are focusing on all things love in our oracle readings, and I may dig into using tarot cards throughout the week, so stay tuned. And if you aren't really interested in love in relation to relationships or whatever, this can be self-love, this can be love for family, friends, whatever. Take it how it resonates. So we are going to start with the Island Time Wellness. This is an oracle, love oracle cards, and I have 5 piles for you, so finding your pile in the description box below, and I will meet you there. Pile number 1, this is your reading. You have Mask. There's some sort of truth that is coming to light today. So maybe someone is confessing their feelings for you, or you are admitting to feelings that you have. There's something about, just something has been concealed and you're starting to see the truth of it in this loving or love connection. The cues on the bottom say not showing true feelings, hide, personify, pretend, delude, gaslighting. So any of those things could come up for you today. But I'm really getting that there's like 2 faces, or there's a face that you've always seen, or this is sort of like when someone shows you this other side of themselves, and then the next time you see them, they're different. So it's on a spectrum. For some people, they do that to self-protect, and they are, it's harmless. And then all the way to gaslighting, where they are, and hopefully that's not what's happening for you guys today, but watch out for that. The energy will be about this sort of like concealed truth energy. It's a bit of seven of swords, so maybe someone's trying to get away with something, or has been trying to get away with something, and that's going to reveal itself today. I'm going to get some cards from the Language of Flowers deck. I'm using an overhead light, so I know that you get to see my shadows. I haven't been feeling very well, but I really wanted to get these readings out for you guys. Pile number 1. We have Sunflower, assertiveness, rise up, stand stronger, and true. Yeah, and I feel like no matter what truth comes out today or what is revealed, it's important that you know yourself. It's important that this is not the only factor in how you decide to move forward, or, it really depends on the situation. There's a wide range of situations that could come up here. And since this is just like a quick daily reading, we're not digging into it too deeply. I do feel like there is a lot to be said. I just had 3 cards jump out, so maybe check out a different reading on YouTube to kind of find out what's hidden. Or if you are interested in a personal reading, my information is in the description box below. Moth Orchid, communication, listen, and speak with greater care. Interesting. So this could also be something that you are now revealing yourself. It's weird that it took me this long to consider that. You could be revealing a part of yourself to someone. You could be confessing feelings or speaking up about how something made you feel. But there is, like, I feel a communication, again, like I'm saying, 7 of Swords, like I'm feeling a communication coming in, 7 of Swords reverse, where things are revealing themselves. Things are starting to come to light. And it's this, there's a light, I'm hearing like moth to a flame, like there's this light, the sun the sunflower, your assertiveness, it's going to be really well received. And if it's not well received, it's going to feel really good to you, really nourishing and nurturing. So I'm also running a self-love class on Friday, February 12th at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Zoom. So you can check out that information down below as well. I hope this reading finds you well. Take care. Pile number 2, welcome to your reading. So we have for you karmic relationship, fleeting triggers, turmoil, resentment, lessons, letting go, and loving you. Okay, so whether this is romantic or not, something you're dealing with today is going to feel very... Karmic relationships tend to be very intense because they bring up parts of ourselves that are unhealed. You know, trauma bonding falls in this category. But what I'm getting is that the interactions that you have today are going to feel intense, perhaps. There may be triggers. But keeping that in mind and like knowing that that is coming, you can have that in mind and know I'm being triggered right now and kind of like work through that. What is triggering me? What is this reminding me of? That kind of thing. You know, it's Mercury retrograde when I'm filming this, and even if you're not watching like at that time, that energy is still present because you've selected this pile. So Mercury retrograde brings, you know, all the X's out. So it could be that someone from the past communicates with you today, and there are old resentments in that situation. So yeah, and here, communication. Communication is going to be really tricky for you today, I feel. So listen and speak with greater care is the message. And don't give your energy to something that doesn't deserve your energy. Not everything deserves a reply. So maybe someone tries to provoke you today and you like bite your tongue. And temperance, find balance and be centered. So whatever it is, let's take a breath. You got this. Azalea and Moth Orchid, communicate temperance. And if someone is not willing to take that communication, if they are not willing to receive it, at least know that you stood in your integrity and communicated in that way. So you can feel that confidence in yourself. So that's what I have for you. I also have a self-love movement and meditation, powerful meditation class coming up on Friday, February 12th. So the information is in the description box below if you want to join. It is on Zoom. So all of that's down below, and I hope we get to see you. Take care. Pile number 3, welcome to your reading with the Island Time Wellness cards. Keys on a ring. Many options, decision, unconventional, string along, one night stand. I feel like you have several things on the go right now. So several communications on the go, and you're not quite sure what any of them are or mean. This just feels like a day of, you know, maybe your phone's blowing up. Again, it could be friends, could be family. But there's a lot of communication happening today. And though you may not get the answers, I do feel like some key things are going to come in, key information that, because we're in a Mercury retrograde, you may not fully understand the communication or the clues, the keys that are coming in until after Mercury retrograde, but they're coming in for you today. Let's get some other oracle cards and see if we can flesh out a larger message here. Something with one of these people, something has come full circle. So that's an experience that you're going to have, is this like full circle. But it's almost like you have an abundance of choices and no choices at all simultaneously. It's very interesting, this energy. Bird of paradise, self-acceptance. You are so much more. So if there is someone, you know, with this stringing along aspect of this card, if there is someone who you feel is stringing you along, just remember that you don't need that. You do have choices. It could be that you are stringing yourself along by continuing to feed energies into some of these relationships. So that might be something to take a look at today. But really, self-acceptance is it's such a perfect theme for this week as well. So I have on Friday a class on it's called Ace of Cups. It's a movement and powerful meditation guided energy healing relaxation for self-love and self-acceptance. So if you want to join in on that, that's Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But yeah, so self-acceptance is this place within yourself where you see, okay, I have all these options. Is any of this serving me? Is any of this really like the way that, let's say it's at the beginning, or you're thinking of like, what should I develop? Are any of them relationships you want to develop? Like, why are they there? Yeah, this is all about yourself, coming into yourself, finding your center. So red rose courage, be brave, be strong, believe. So believe that you deserve better than someone stringing you along, but also that you, with this self-acceptance and courage, I just feel you coming into your center. Today is all about being in your power, in your lower chakras, just really strong and foundational energies here. So give this video a like, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment down below, let me know how this resonates for you, and we'll speak to you soon. Pile number 4, welcome to your reading. Let's see what you have. Hammer. Sabotage, rebuilding, interrogation, repetitive, persistent, working on it. I feel like relationships are going to feel like work today. So it may be a great day to kind of take some time off, try not to dig into anything too deeply or try to connect with people too much. Maybe notice if you're feeling like obligated to connect with someone. It's not going to be a good day for, you know, obligatory social interaction. What I'm really feeling here is also this sense of stagnation, like you're not feeling as interested in your life or your relationships right now. Maybe your love life feels a bit stale or stagnant or stuck, like you're in a rut. So if you're in a relationship, it's going to be a bit of a slog. There's a lot of like work to do to be in that relationship today, but remember that tomorrow is another day. So, you know, this is just a daily reading, and the energies can sometimes be longer lasting and part of a larger story arc, but it could also just be that it's like that in the morning or for the day. So keep that in mind. Stasis. Oh yeah, or stat. It's weird that I wrote that as stasis. It's status, which is a plant, not stasis. Adaptation, change will be better than you think. Okay, interesting. So part of what this feeling of stagnation or being in a rut is that you're in a period of transition and change. So it could be that, like, you know, this is an example. If you were in a lot of, like, you used to date a lot or have a lot, felt like you had a lot of options or a lot of people communicating with you, or friendships as well, keeping in mind this doesn't have to be strictly romantic. But if you had a lot of people communicating before or a lot of connection, and now it feels like more work or it feels like there aren't as many people. You're in a period of change and transition where the sorts of people that you're going to bring into your inner world are different. And so you're not going to have as many people, and the people who are, you know, who aren't right for you are just not going to feel right for you. So, you know, and it's the negative kind of working on it. So all relationships take work, but if it's really like work for no payoff, or you're the only one doing the work, that's something to keep in mind today as well. I feel like it's going to be very hard for you to adapt to other people today. I just feel like, you know, you're in that energy of like being alone, only satisfying yourself kind of thing, which is not a bad thing. It says slow down. The pace must abate before it's too late. Okay, interesting. So along with this adaptation is this energy of like, with the rebuilding, remembering that, you know, trying to move too quickly, maybe there's something new coming in. Again, I'm getting with the communication with someone, if you're pushing a timeline, perhaps that could not work for that person. The other people around you or you are a slow moving energy. There's a slow moving energy here, and there's a fast moving energy, and it's about bringing that into center, but just removing yourself for the day, I feel. And then from that centered place, moving forward. So I hope that made sense to you. I have a bunch of goodies down in the description box below, like classes coming up and things like that. So check those out, like, subscribe, and we'll see you soon. Pile number 5, last but not least, you have the golden mirror. Self-absorbed, narcissist, one-sided relationship, love bombing. All right. Okay, so I'm really getting that there's someone coming back from the past, or someone in your life who has a tendency to, you know, come in full throttle, really charming, really maybe flirtatious, and just keep in mind what else you know of this person. This could be a really good day to take a look at these relationships, the way in which, so a great way of smoking these types out of their hole is to not compliment them. So any form of even moderate criticism is not taken well by a narcissist or someone who has those tendencies. So notice if, you know, their love is conditional on you making them look good. That is one of the messages that's coming in for this pile number 5. There's another group of you who are lamenting a situation that you're thinking about an ex, or you're thinking about someone. Peace, be calm, and calm will come. It's like you're looking back on something with rose-colored glasses, like that. I don't like using cliches, but I find I use them a lot because they just sort of like spit out of your mouth. They're easy and accessible, but there's something that you're looking at in the past and you're remembering the good stuff. It's okay to do that, but try not to get stuck there and let that, you know, be the space that this person slips in. While there was good stuff, and while it's great to take responsibility for your part in things, someone with these kinds of tendencies, that doesn't change because you've done self-reflection, is I think what I'm trying to say. Tuberose, desire. Be certain of where you place your passion. Yeah, there's just some kind of misdirection and misplaced affection. So be cautious of that. When it comes to yourself, I feel like in self-love, definitely mirror work, you know, looking at yourself in the mirror and giving yourself a compliment, lighting yourself up. Maybe today you do an extra step in your facial routine or with makeup, or just like refreshing yourself in some way. Dressing up, even if you're not going out, like getting yourself fully dressed and just feeling really, really good about yourself, that fresh energy all over your body. And then see that, drink lots of water, see it reflect back in your reflection. And I have a class coming up on self-love Friday, February 12th. So the information is in the description box below. I hope this was helpful for you. Please leave me a comment down below, like, subscribe, and we'll see you soon.